I got an email from a girl who said that she bought an Annabelle doll and this doll ended up hurting her. Now this girl is brave because not only did she buy the Annabelle doll, but she also bought the Chucky doll and the Robert doll, the Ouija board, and she did all this because she loves horror. She said that she truly believes that all these dolls that come from movies truly have something attached to it. So last October, she goes to a garage sale. She finds an Annabelle doll. She buys the doll and she takes it home. Immediately when she takes it home and she opens up the packaging, she gets the Annabelle doll out and she just feels like she shouldn't have bought it. Immediately, she gets this horrible feeling. Well, she kind of ignores the feeling, and later on that night, she gets ready for bed. She goes to sleep. She wakes up in the middle of the night and she can't move. And she realizes almost immediately that she's having sleep paralysis. And so she's just laying there kind of like, damn it. And then she notices something. She looks over at the corner of her room next to her bed where the chair is. The Annabelle doll is there, except for the Annabelle doll is not by itself. Sitting on the lap of this strange black figure that had horns. She is horrified at this point, so she starts praying in her head. And immediately when she starts praying, she's still looking at this figure, and she sees this figure's face change. It goes from like this evil, like grin expression to just being angry. And all of a sudden, she just wakes up. Now, this sleep paralysis incident scared her so badly that she couldn't fall asleep for the rest of the night. And you would think at this point that she would have given the doll away or gotten rid of the doll, but she didn't. She kept it. Now, this started becoming a regular occurrence for her. She would go to bed, she would wake up in the middle of the night, and she would look over at that chair, and she would see the Annabelle doll sitting in the lap of this figure with horns. One night, she goes to bed, she wakes up in the middle of the night, same thing happens again, but this time she has had enough of this. She's horrified. So she remembers something. She remembers something that someone told her, and that was if you move a little tiny body part, any body part, your finger, your mouth, your toes, your ankle, you can wake up out of sleep paralysis. So she does just that, but she chooses to move her right ankle. She like moves her ankle and her foot like this, or that's what she's trying to do. She's eventually able to do it, and she pulls herself out of the sleep paralysis. Well, she falls asleep and she wakes up the next day and she's getting ready for the day, and she goes to walk out of her room and she goes to walk down the stairs. And as soon as she gets to the first step, something behind her shoves her down the stairs, and she ends up breaking her right ankle. At this point, she knows that whatever this is, whatever is happening to her, it has to do with that doll. And so she's had enough of the doll. And so she wants to return the doll at this point. And this is the craziest part of the story. Apparently, somehow she had gotten the number of the person who had given her the doll, and she tried to call that number, and the number was just out of order. It was like it was non-existent. And she decides that at this point she's going to go to the house. So she drives to the house and she pulls up and she notices that something is wrong. The house does not look occupied at all. So she walks up to the door and she realizes that this house is abandoned. So she's like, there's no way. I was just at this house. I know I bought this doll from